everyone, Violet here. I just wanted to give you a quick tour of my altar space and show you how I use it. I actually have 3 altars here in this space, so I'm going to show you what each of them are for. But this is my spot where I do meditation and celebrate the different cycles, do spells. Here we have my yoga mat next to it, meditation pillow, and blanket. Basically I have everything that I need around me. So I have some tarot and oracle cards here. I have this little broom that I use for sweeping and cleansing the space. I always have 2 cloths on it. I probably need to iron these, but I have one that represents the element that the current moon phase is in. So right now we just had the new moon in Leo, so this is fire. And then I have a color that represents whatever sort of energy I'm trying to, bring into my life right now. So right now I have this green altar, and that's for the heart chakra and for prosperity. What I like about this space is I've got some room underneath. For example, here's my meditation journal. Usually my Book of Shadows is here as well, but I'm actually using it downstairs at the moment for something. I have this box filled with little jars for ingredients for spell work. I also keep the other altar cloths down here, so I can kind of show you. I have one for air, water, earth, and spirits. I have the other elements. Then I have a white one for the half moon, the half waxing moon as it's becoming full, and I've got a black one for the half waning moon as it's becoming new. And then I have other colors for this side of the altar. Basically I just have a rainbow of different colors. I also keep different candles in here and tools. I actually make all of these candles myself, but I have a daily candle that I light. So today is a green candle for the heart chakra. So as my working altar, this is basically like the center space is where I do the work. And it's set up to honor the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So this side is the divine feminine, and this side's the divine masculine. So I'll show you what all is on here. So in the morning, this is my white light candle, so I light that for my morning meditations. I have my daily candle. Then on this side I have a candle for the moon, and I use whichever represents the current moon phase. So this is the half moon candle that I made. And on this side I have the candle that represents the sun. So I basically use whatever candle for the current season, the Sabbath that was celebrated. So this is my Lammas or Lughnasadh candle. And so we'll look over here on the more like feminine side. This is thinking about drawing energy in, listening, reflecting. This beautiful container, I have pins from my great-grandmother and my grandmother. It's for honoring my ancestors. Here I have a bunch of different crystals, and these I choose a crystal a day to meditate with or do yoga with, or both. And I usually lay that out next to my daily candle, so I'm going to go ahead and lay out this rose quartz there. And that'll be for today's meditation. I have this fairy candle representing fairies that I light when I'm doing ritual or spell work. I have this beautiful celestite crystal. This is my favorite kind of crystal. I find it to be very calming. And here's where I light incense. As you can see, there's a lot of ashes. And I keep my incense under here as well, so it's very useful. And I like to use Sea Witch Botanicals incense. Alright, and so on this side is more the masculine side. So like I said, the side has the moon phase, like whatever sign the moon is in, and then this side has the kind of energy that I'm using as my intention. Like this is my goal right now. So this is more about projection and intention. This is my thing for ritual jewelry, but I make these malas. These mala bracelets. I actually sell them in my Etsy shop, which is linked down below, as well as candles. Like this is a moon phase one. Here's one for creativity. So every morning I choose a mala bracelet to wear for the day. So I set my intention for the day. I have my sun candle, and I have this prayer jar. If I have a prayer, I'll write it on one of these little cards and put it in the jar. I have, this candle's getting low, I need to start refilling it, but I have an angel candle that I also use during ritual or spell work. And here I have a container, and here I put in intentions and wishes. And I have a mugwort bundle for cleansing. So I like for both sides to be pretty balanced in what's here. I make these mugwort bundles as well and sell them in my Etsy shop. Alright, so I'm going to show you what my other two altars are up here. This is my working altar, so as you can see, you know, I have my whatever I'm using for the day. But these ones up here have very special purposes. So this is my seasonal and elemental altar. I put in altar cloth inspired by the season, so right now llamas, of course. So we have our grain, this beautiful cloth. In this cauldron, I put different herbs or basically things from nature. I did an art project with a bunch of acorns, so I have acorns in here now, and what they're representing to me is like preparation, preparing for the winter, and I'll be having a baby in October. So I'm thinking of it as being, you know, these tiny seeds that turn into big oaks, new beginnings, and also preparing for that. I think of the squirrels gathering their acorns in preparation. So that's why I have this in the cauldron right now. That's what it represents to me. And then in each direction I have a symbol representing each element. So in the west I have the seashell representing water. In the north I have this crystal wand that represents earth. In the east, I have this beautiful feather representing air. And then in the south, I have this wand that I made that represents fire. And I have a couple important, just like witchy tools, like I have my bell with an angel on it. And here I have my athame, which fits nicely into this chalice. So this is like the chalice and the blade representing masculine and feminine. And I have a representation of masculine and feminine here, but I just think this is so beautiful, but it's like a Mary and Jesus image. And here we have our Buddha. Up here I have my fairy altar. Because I work with the Fae a lot, so it's kind of just like a hodgepodge mix of lots of little items that make me think of fairies and sort of bring in that energy. I always have this beautiful cloth on there. I've got these beads. This is my leprechaun jar that I'll put coins in and 4-leaf clovers in. I have this little Thumbelina book. I have this crystal that makes me think of it being like a fairy wand. I have this little blue flower representing, you know, flowers. I have a little offering shell where I put little crystals and little gifts. This is, my magical name is Violet Hummingbird, and so this is my Violet Hummingbird box, but I have it filled with just little trinkets like, let's see, like little unicorn, Pegasus, these Dala horses from Sweden for midsummer, this little gnome, basically fun little trinkets in here, this doll dolphin, which makes me think of mermaids. A little butterfly hanging. Up here in the front I've got this little mushroom and this seat where I've got a fairy that I made as a child that just sits so perfectly on this little mushroom seat. It's super cute. And back here I have different little fairy dusts that I've either made or collected from different art projects and things like that. I've got scattered about some amethyst crystal, this cute little pine cone, and I have representing music back here. I've got an Irish penny whistle, a little music box, a little violin, and I've got this little fairy bell, and then of course a little tea set for the fairies with macaroons. So that is my fairy altar. And it basically is fun to decorate and represents the Fae to me. And my seasonal and elemental altar. And then my divine masculine, divine feminine altar, which is also my working altar. And this is my meditation spot and working space. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're interested in any of these little crafts that I make, please check out my Etsy shop. It's linked down below. And if you like these videos, go ahead and give it a like so that I know, and subscribe. I'm a brand new channel, so it really helps. And thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you next time. Bye!